Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-May 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and a main love interest. We'll also pull some oracle cards to help bridge the gap. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Two of Staves. So if we look at the body language here, it looks like this is just saying that more likely you were just focused on doing your own thing in the past. So I feel like this is saying you weren't necessarily actively giving a lot of attention to the connection in the past. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Devil. So Capricorn energy here, and if we look at the artwork here, I feel like this is saying that this is someone that really liked to have the spotlight on themselves. So whether that was just, them expecting you to heap lots of attention on them, or maybe if they just get a lot of attention in general, I feel like this is saying that that's definitely the energy that they were in the past. And maybe it is more so that they just tend to get a lot of attention in general, and maybe the fact that you weren't necessarily giving that attention to them might have been intriguing to them in the past. Present energy on your side, we have the Eight of Cups. So Pisces energy here, and to me this says that more than likely you might not necessarily see a whole lot of potential in the connection with this person. So on the one hand, obviously the attraction is there, right? But I feel like this is saying you feel like there's a lack of clarity within the connection as well. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Page of Wands. So to me, this looks like this is saying that now looks like maybe they're gonna try to pursue you a little bit. Which, like I said, maybe that's a bit of a change of pace for this person, right? Because, like I said, if we look in the past here, we see the spotlight on the person. Maybe they're just accustomed to getting more attention, so that would explain why they might have the Page energy here. Because for them to actually be the aggressor might be having them feel like a fish out of water in some ways. Future energy on your side, we have the Seven of Coins. Taurus energy here. And if we look at the artwork here, I feel like this is saying that ultimately you might feel like there's a difference in maturity level between the two of you. So again, similar to what I was saying with the Eight of Cups, I feel like on one hand you might feel drawn to this person, but you just might feel like there's a bit of a blurriness when it comes to seeing if this actually has any long-term potential. So I feel like this is saying you might not take it too seriously overall. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, another Page energy here, and Page of Swords, of course, representing communication. So yeah, like I said, I feel like this is just the energy that you have toward them seems to be something that they're not necessarily accustomed to. So because of that, I feel like this is saying that, they might just be a little unsure of themselves and not really comfortable communicating what they're feeling. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Two of Coins. So yeah, so Capricorn energy here, and we see the hot and cold element as far as we see the one red heart there, and then this one has a very cold, icy look to it, right? So I feel like this is saying that, yeah, depending on the day, right? Depending on what day you catch yourself, some days you might feel really drawn to this person, other days you feel like, maybe not so much, but you might still have a difficulty breaking free of that loop, right? So you would think on one hand, if again, for the most part, it doesn't seem like you feel like you have a lot of faith in the connection. You'd think it'd be easy to leave it behind, but for whatever reason, you might find yourself still in that loop. All right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Hermit. So Virgo energy here, and a big contrast from the Devil energy we see there. So yeah, it could just be saying that maybe ultimately their whole thing is maybe they're just not comfortable expressing feelings because, again, like I said, maybe they were just so accustomed to others heaping attention on them that for them to actually have to reciprocate or be the aggressor in a situation, this might be such a unique situation for them that they could have a little bit of difficulty navigating that. All right, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to next. First, we'll see what we get from messages of our Oracle card deck here. I'm going to give this a few shuffles. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'll just cut the deck and pull a card. And next, I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Just going to give this a few shuffles. All right, and take this card, get this out of the way. We'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. All right, we have Release. It says radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So funny enough, right, I was saying the interesting part with that Two of Coins at the bottom of the deck. It says on the one hand, especially if you look at the energy that you guys have, you would think it'd be easy to just let the connection go, but for whatever reason, it does seem like you do have a little bit of a struggle doing so. So I feel like this is saying ultimately, even though you lack faith in the connection really having a lot of potential, there's still just something leading you to hang on. And of course, if this is more your energy on this side here, then we could see that, yeah, if it feels like a bit more of an unrequited thing, right, then maybe that would be best. But from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Milk and Honey. There's the artwork, and the number is 51. So yeah, I mean, this at least seems to point to some potential there, but we'll see what it actually says in the book. All right, the relationship message says sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you'll be nourished with the honey of abundance. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, because again, like I said, it doesn't seem like you have a whole lot of faith that this connection really could go the distance. Again, like I said, it feels like this person will be making a genuine effort, but it just feels like it's so out of sorts to them to actually have to be the ones to make the major effort in the connection that there could be some bumps in the road there. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't like you have too much faith in it, which I guess on the one hand could be a good thing as far as you're not too stressed out if they don't put in the effort you feel you need. Looks like you live, right? So, hope it resonated for you guys. We're up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.